What's good, my me? Welcome back to another lovely, beautiful, sexy, amazing video of the equally lovely, equally beautiful, equally sexy, and equally amazing LiTTyENT. I already know what time it is. Now let's go. Now guys, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the possibility of a UK rapper headlining the Super Bowl. And we're going to break this down in way more detail. When you know what you got to do, you just got to like, comment, subscribe, drop a banger like this one. And hit that note, because you ain't in these. So you can be the first to know one of these videos comes out. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, if you didn't already know, earlier this week it was announced that Kendrick Lamar would be headlining the Super Bowl in New Orleans for 2025. Now, I'm sure you've all seen the discourse regarding whether or not it should have been Lil Wayne instead and all things of that nature. But in today's video, I wanted to discuss the prospect of a UK rapper ever headlining the Super Bowl. Now, it looks like this question was asked by the Twitter account called UK Rap Numbers, and Mimi, the music blogger, decided to chime in with her opinion as she said the following. Burna Boy, Ed Sheeran, Adele will see the halftime show before any UK rapper. I'm so sorry. Super Bowl halftime is for world-class acts. UK rappers don't even have a Grammy nomination for their project. Can't lie, that's a bio, but it's true. Not saying it's impossible, but can we be realistic? Currently, they can't even sell 15k first week right now. Some can't even sell over 1k, and they are supposed to be our big act. I'm so sorry. No UK rapper. Let's end this convo. Now, I do have to be honest, Mimi is absolutely right here. The Super Bowl is a global stage, and you kind of need to be a worldwide superstar to perform at that level. And let's be honest, no UK rapper is at worldwide superstar level yet. Central C, he's on that trajectory, I'd say, to be in that. If he keeps going, he could definitely get there, but he's definitely still got a couple more years to go and a couple more, well, a lot more worldwide hits required before he hits that stage. I don't even think he's headlined the O2 before. He hasn't even dropped an album yet, so he's nowhere near that level yet. But I mean, if I'm being honest, I just don't think UK rappers have enough juice for a performance like that. I don't think UK rappers have enough stage presence, enough motion to just pull that off. Like, they just ain't got the juice. I can't think of a non-colloquial term to quantify what I'm trying to say, but they just ain't got the juice. Like if we really dissect this question, let's look at maybe 3 people who could theoretically have the best possible chance of headlining the Super Bowl one day. Let's take Dave, for example. He's got a catalogue of hits. He's got a few hits that are hits in other countries as well, semi-worldwide hits. But, I mean, I'll be honest, like, when you look at Dave performing songs live, it's pretty atrocious, I'll be real. I can't even lie to you. And I don't mean atrocious as in the performance is necessarily bad, but I just mean that Dave's voice is just so monotonous and the energy in Dave's songs is usually quite low in general, that putting those type of songs on a worldwide stage, I just don't know how you get the crowd jumping in that way. And I know that's not, your song doesn't necessarily have to be high energy to get high energy out of the crowd, but you just have to watch Dave perform live and see what I mean. Like, sometimes it's like he's sleepwalking when he's performing live. And that's not just Dave, that is a lot of UK rappers in general. Most of them just let the backing track do the work, and they're just on stage pointing the microphone at the crowd. Let's be real. Like, I don't know if you can really be doing all of that at the Super Bowl, I'll be real.
Yeah, that's true. Now let's go back to my nigga on the floor.
Now let's look at another person like J Hus. And that's another artist who I think does have a catalogue of hits that if he became a worldwide successful artist, these hits could go off at an event like that. Like, imagine hearing Did You See at the Super Bowl or Who Told You? Like, things like that are like big hits that can get the crowd moving. Especially in America, as they love melodic rappers more than anything. But again, when it comes to the live performance aspect of J Hus, it's just extremely lacking. I mean, if you saw his last performance at Wireless, it looked like he didn't even know what planet he was on when he was performing. And the one place where you need to know what planet you're on is when you're headlining the Super Bowl. So I don't think he'd be a good choice for that either. Now, there is one person who does have one leg to stand on, and that, of course, is Stormzy. As we know, and as he seems to tell us literally every moment he gets, he headlined Glastonbury. So he does have some experience with big stages. I wouldn't say that's as big as the Super Bowl, but it's close. However, I think Stormzy is now entering the twilight era of his career. You know, he's been in the game for about 10 years or so now. So I don't think Stormzy is going to get any more bigger on a global scale. Pause. At least not to the point where he'd ever be like getting a call for the Super Bowl than he is right now. Of course, I could be wrong. He could drop a worldwide hit tomorrow that just propels him to even more global superstardom. But I don't see Stormzy getting any more bigger than he already is. Pause. No Diddy. And to be honest, that's about it in terms of potential contenders. As Mimi rightly said, most of the big hitters in the UK, they're struggling to even make ends meet in their own country, let alone do halftime shows in America. So I'm not going to lie, whoever came up with that question, it's quite ludicrous, and it just opens up UK rap to unnecessary criticism, I'll be real. No UK rappers got enough juice for it. I'm not trying to sound like a hater. You lot know they ain't got enough juice for the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, they just don't.
I'm just saying.
Now, of course, someone did chime in on this whole topic, and that person was AJ Tracey, who said the following. Although I agree, I would challenge this and say that a UK rapper could perform at the World Cup. The Super Bowl audience aren't as interested in non-American acts, regardless of if they're world class or not. The World Cup is bigger, and I can for sure see Stormzy, etc. there. Which, to be honest, AJ, you're just chatting a whole load of wax, I'll be real. Like, that's just, like, yeah. AJ, no. Just no, mate. Number one, no one mentioned the World Cup, and as far as I know, no one has ever even performed at the World Cup. So bringing that up, it's a very mute point, I'm not gonna lie. In fact, whilst I'm editing this, I'm actually gonna correct myself. There actually was people who performed at the World Cup, but the people they called to go and perform at the World Cup who actually turned it down because of the whole LGBTQIA type stuff, Rod Stewart, Shakira, Dua Lipa, like, this is the level that they're asking of people for the World Cup as well. So again, UK rappers, they just don't fit into that global megastar category. I'm just calling it like it is. And number two, of course, the Super Bowl audience is interested in non-American acts. Ed Sheeran could easily headline and everyone would be McDonald's loving it. So could Adele. One Direction could have definitely headlined if they were still together. Or even Harry Styles could do it right now. Like, he's a global megastar. So again, that's a mute point as well, because that's just factually incorrect. I mean, she even said that Coldplay headline. They're not from America. So yeah, factually incorrect.
You a literate nigga. You can't read between the lines.
And then AJ Tracey said, "You're my G," and he adds Mimi. And I think you raise valid points, but I also don't think American recognition / Grammy noms are the condition that has to be met to be quote unquote world class. Enough UK rappers have gold / platinum plaques in global territories and sell out tours globally. And again, AJ Tracey, I'm so sorry, but I just have to correct you here because you are very incorrect here right now, mate. America, whether you like it or not, is one of the biggest territories to conquer if you want to be a world-class act. That's where all the business happens. That's where most of the touring money is made. I mean, if you get a tour in all the states in America, you're eating, I can't lie. You're eating good. Pause. America's basically where the music business resides for the most part. It's rare that a music act in general is considered world class and they haven't broken into the American music market and / or been Grammy nominated. It just doesn't happen. Like, there's just no way that you become world class without America noticing you and taking you in. Pause. It just don't happen. And then your other point about UK rappers having gold / platinum plaques. Well, if we really do a deep dive into that, if we look at Dave's plaques, for example, he's got plaques in like Denmark, Italy, France, in places in Europe, which is natural for a British artist these days because Europe is quite tapped into the UK music rap scene. Of course, I think Dave and Stormzy and Sense, they've got some in Australia as well. But Australia loves UK rap music, so it's not really hard to break into that market either. So I can't consider that like you're a global megastar. And then the idea of selling out tours globally, I mean, yeah, selling out like a 1 to 2K capacity venue, I wouldn't exactly say that makes you world class, I'll be real. Like, if you're selling out 20,000 venues worldwide, like it's the capacity of the O2 in other countries, then yeah, I consider you being world class. And I realize that when I'm saying this stuff, it sounds like I'm hating on UK rap or I'm hating on people's accomplishments, which I'm not. But I just have to call it like I see it. Selling out club venues don't make you world class, mate. I can't lie. I just gotta be real. Like, some of these rappers be saying they're going on a world tour and then you check the venue and they're performing at some pub in the middle of Texas or something like that. It's in the middle of nowhere. Like, come on, mate. Like, let's be real. But in summary, no UK rapper will ever perform at the Super Bowl, in my opinion. The best hope for that is Central C if he continues at the trajectory he's going. But everyone else, I mean, no one in the UK even seems the slightest bit hungry to even get to that level. UK rap is in complete and utter shambles right now. So I think the last thing we should be worrying about is the Super Bowl. I'll be real. We got much bigger problems. Like, we haven't even had a UK rap #1 this year. So yeah, we got ways to go. I can't lie. We got ways to go. But in the words of Heady One,
it's a bit of a sticky one still.
But let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you think I'm chatting absolute wass? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. On the road to 3,000 subs. You already know what time. You should follow my personal IG at LiTTyENT. If you care about what I do, I'm not making these bangers for you. I post updates on Twitter as well, so you might as well follow me on there. Because what else are you doing with your life? Absolutely nothing, mate. I bet. Peace.
Oh, you ain't know I could sing.